I'm so tired right now. Um, Eating Honey Nut Cheerios used to be my favorite as a kid growing up. But, I mean, listen, the Knicks have some soul searching to do. They really do. Um, you know, this this team has digressed a lot. Um, and people can say, "Well, look what they did last year." No, you like they keep bringing up last year, like last year is gonna fix anything. You know, you could be good one year and then just pathetic the next. That's just what happens in sports. You could go from having the number one defense to having the worst defense, or to having the number one defense to having the worst ranked defense. Um, and I think the crowd did play a factor in it because if you don't have a crowd in any stadium, there's no pressure. There's no pressure to shoot. There's no pressure to block. There's no pressure to rebound. There's no pressure to do anything. And I think the fans took that element out of the game, when they were in the bubble, and I think that's what gave a lot of Knicks players freedom to just be themselves, because fans, you can say fans do put pressure on the players, especially when they're away or at home, especially at home. But when there is no fans, you just play loosely. There's no, doubt in the world that you can make that shot. And I think that's what the Knicks was feeding on last year. Without the fans, like they never play like this good. I mean, I'm not gonna say they never, but once in the blue moon, they'll play like how they played last year to the fans. You know what I'm saying? But it was consistency last year, game after game after game. Randall was getting better. Like the whole unit was clicking. But now it's like we losing five straight, six straight, seven straight. Obviously we broke we broke what was it, a 4 game losing streak, and then the next day we just fall it could come we just fall off completely. So I don't know what it's gonna take. Obviously, I still think my Knicks are gonna be good. I still think that we could turn it around before it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, we can have a decent record before the All Star break next month or next year, I should say. Um, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if wholesale changes need to happen. I don't know if trades needs to be happening. The trading deadline is coming up, so hopefully, we could package some players for, I mean, I would, like package some players for players that want to fit the system or see what we're trying to do. So, but Fournier need to get up out of here. He sucks. He's like the Evan Fournier is like the Kenny Galladay of the NBA. Like he's just there to collect to collect a paycheck. Like he didn't want to be there. And you could blame him. You could blame a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what he did in Boston, I thought he was gonna take that and bring it here, but he hasn't really been good at all. Um, so if I were to trade somebody, I would have probably traded him. Kemba, I don't know what we're gonna do with Kemba. To be honest with you, It's not like he's. It's not like we're gonna play him anyway. So we might as well just get rid of him. I mean, no hard feelings. Because if you're not gonna play the guy, what's the point of having him on the bench? Just to collect a paycheck. Like, come on, man. So if we're not using Kemba Walker, just trade him. That's the best he want. I mean, that's the best we can do. I'm pretty sure he wants to stay here, but obviously Tibbs is like a different head coach. Tibbs is not your Fizdale or your Mike Millers. You know what I'm saying, or your Jeff Hornacek's. You know what I'm saying. He likes small. No, he likes perimeter guys. He likes guys that can play both ways. You look at him when he was coaching the Bulls. He had Hamilton. He had Luol Deng. He had Carlos Boozer. He had he just had very great, nice role players. Two-way players. You know what I'm saying. Um, he even had Muhammad. You know what I'm saying. He had Nate Robinson for a little while when Derrick Rose was out. He had an up and coming young Jimmy Butler. So if you look at his players from his Chicago coaching days, they were all two-way players. They all played off the ball and on the ball defensively. You know what I'm saying? And we just don't have that. We just don't have that. So I don't know what it's gonna take. And then there's this meme that's going on saying that when Randall plays with the fuzzy hair, he's like 11-34, but when he's braided up, you know what I'm saying? When he's braided up, he's 34-11. So the records are just backwards or just switched, similar. I'll put the thumbnail in the video. It's kind of funny, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, I watched the game yesterday, and Curry got those two threes out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Come on, it was bound to happen. I don't really like Curry. I never liked him. And there's no animosity towards him. I just like my players two ways. I just like my players that plays two ways. I don't like my players to be one dimensional. Because that's what Curry is. He's a liability on defense. He might get a steal here and there. You know what I'm saying, but I mean, he's not gonna. He's not Allen Iverson. He's not Isaiah Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Like those guys. At least those guys gave effort on defense. Curry gives no effort on defense whatsoever. So if Curry knows nothing, well, if Curry knows, hold on, if Curry only knows how to shoot, then I mean he's gonna have to be making every single shot. Every single shot if he only knows how to shoot. Now, I'm not saying he can't play defense, but he's just a liability on defense. And that's the thing that a lot of people glare or don't attack, Um, you know, like, the way that, the Cavaliers did a very good job on him in that NBA Finals, they switched. They switched a lot on him. They put Christian Thompson on him. They put J.R. Smith on him. They put Iman Shumpert on him. So when you give him different looks, it throws his game off. But if you just constantly putting the same person on him, he's just gonna light you up. And that's what he did last night. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like Stephen Curry. To me, Stephen Curry did not change the game. To be honest with you, because before Stephen Curry, a lot of people were shooting threes. They just didn't take as much threes as Stephen Curry did. That's the thing. Like people say, oh, Odell made that one hand catch famous. Like, No, he didn't. There's a lot of college football players that did one-handed catches while he was in high school, still in high school. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think he changed the game. I think he just changed the way people shoot. Like people don't even want to go for the two no more. They just, I mean, that's just the way the NFL, the NBA is now these days. Anyway, it's just like nobody wants to go in the paint no more. Just kick out. You know what I'm saying? Just drive, kick out, and just shoot. I guess. I mean, it is what it is. But for me to say that he changed the game, like even Kobe said it. Kobe said, I wasn't the greatest shooter, but the difference is that I wasn't scared to take that many shots. Because there's a difference between being a great shooter and knowing when to shoot and knowing when it's going to go in. Not all your shots are going to go in. I don't care how great you are. Like everybody has a limit. You know, like Kobe wasn't scared of the moment. That's why he took so many shots. It's not because he was breaking them. It's just that he took the shot because he was confident that it was going to go in. But I mean, you're not gonna get any sympathy from me because Curry broke, you know, his own record, or he surpassed Reggie Miller and Ray Allen. You know, like if Trey Young keeps it up, he might be the next one. Like if he can play 15 years, 20 years, 19 years, he can. I can possibly see him breaking the his. I could see him. I could see him actually surpassing, you know, Stephen Curry. But a lot of people are going to say, well, you can't compare Trey Young to Stephen Curry. Trey Young is not the shooter that Stephen Curry is. Hey, when Trey Young gets hot, I mean, he could get hot. Like you saw that in last year's, playoffs. He single handedly destroyed my Knicks. We did have one game against them though, but it was just out of proportion. I think they won the series 4-2. To be honest with you, no, it was 4-1 because gentleman sweep. So they won it 4-1. So I mean, he was just ice. He was just hot, cold Trey. But like I said, if Trey Young can play for another 18 years, I could see him probably surpassing Reggie Miller. Now I'm not saying that he's gonna surpass Curry, but I could see him surpassing Reggie Miller. And if he plays for another 5 years, I can, but you know how NBA players are these days. They care about their brand more than they do, playing longevity. You know what I'm saying? Because basketball is not forever. You can't play basketball forever. So, you do what you can while you can, and then you just, get out when you can't do it no more. You know. But yeah, man. I mean, I guess I could say congratulations to Curry. I mean, it's not gonna, you know, it is what it is. But we do have the Rockets coming up, so I think that game should probably be a winnable game. But then again, the Rockets, despite their record, they always play hard. It don't really matter who they facing. They play 10 times as hard. They won't fold for anybody. So it is what it is. So like, comment, subscribe. Uh, Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.